The Bahamas Union of Teachers and Education Officials bucked heads today. Good evening, everyone. I'm Keish Latterly.
And I'm Andrew Knowles. Thanks so much for joining us. The two organizations are clashing over the common practice of vetting, which involves, in some cases, fingerprinting. The BUT is calling the practice imposed on expatriate teachers unlawful. However, education officials say otherwise.
Absolutely everyone, whether they're Bahamian or expatriate.
Vetting is a common requirement anywhere for those wishing to be employed as teachers. However, a new requirement of the vetting process for expatriate teachers isn't sitting well with the Bahamas Union of Teachers. In fact, the union expressed serious concern about expat teachers being fingerprinted, claiming that it is against the Employment Act. However, Education Director Lionel Sands told ZNS News that the fingerprinting isn't a requirement of the Department of Education, but rather the Royal Bahamas Police Force.
Imagine they're requiring that for teachers who are expatriate teachers, because that is one way they can confirm that the person who's requesting the vetting is the person indeed who is, the person who's seeking employment with us. And so I can't speak to that aspect of it. I have been told that the Employment Act prohibits that. But again, that is a matter that has to be taken up with the Commissioner of Police.
In a statement today, BUT President Belinda Wilson highlighted the concerns of expat teachers who she claims have been harassed, victimized, and discriminated against and had their jobs threatened. She also claimed that the principal of C.R. Walker reportedly transported all expat teachers to CDU to be fingerprinted. But Sands says that was only done after the teachers requested so.
The principal, being proactive, decided, look, if that is a challenge, and you wish to be considered by the police for whatever it is that they need for the vetting, then we could arrange for all of you to go together, have it done one time, and then come back to school so that you wouldn't disrupt too much of the school time. Those persons who were transported to CRO are those persons who agreed to that, and they were not coerced or badgered into doing that by the principal.
Sands added that a number of previously hired expat teachers came with their fingerprint information, although it was not required at the time. And while he says it's not a new practice, it's a requirement they're enforcing now because of the times we live in.
It's a response to what happened in 2008 and subsequent years, where we had any number of teachers who've been charged and also been identified as teachers who imposing our children in a way that is not the standard way for teachers to be dealing with our children. And so as the Ministry and the Department of Education, we have to be sure that the persons we engage are persons who are desirable to work with our children.